How did the Civil War affect civil liberties? Have you ever wondered how a war can change the rights of individuals? The American Civil War brought about significant changes to civil liberties, affecting both the Union and Confederate sides. During this intense conflict, both governments imposed restrictions on constitutional rights, claiming it was necessary for national security. This shift altered the balance between personal freedoms and government power. One major change was the suspension of the writ of habeas corpus. This legal protection prevents unlawful detention. President Abraham Lincoln took this step in specific areas, particularly along the rail line from Philadelphia to Washington. He aimed to address civil unrest and threats to the Union. This suspension allowed military authorities to arrest and detain individuals without immediate judicial review. Thousands of civilians faced arrest, including suspected Confederate sympathizers and draft dodgers. On the Confederate side, President Jefferson Davis also suspended habeas corpus and declared martial law in vulnerable areas. This gave the executive branch broad powers over the administration of justice. Both sides prioritized their efforts over individual rights. Freedom of speech and the press faced significant limitations during the war. The Union government censored newspapers that published sensitive military information or showed Confederate sympathies. General Ambrose Burnside issued General Order No. 38, which prohibited any expressions of sympathy for the enemy. Those who violated this order faced imprisonment or banishment. A notable case was Clement Vallandigham, a prominent peace Democrat. He openly criticized Lincoln's administration and called for an end to the war, leading to his arrest. The war also interfered with democratic processes. In Maryland, for instance, arrests were made to prevent legislators from voting on secession. This action directly impeded the legislative process and showed how civil liberties were compromised to preserve the Union. Despite these restrictions, a loyal opposition continued to exist in the North. As the war progressed and the immediate threats diminished, some civil liberties were restored. Lincoln believed in preserving the Union as a lasting entity. He justified extraordinary measures during the war's height but rescinded some orders later. In summary, the Civil War led to significant restrictions on civil liberties, such as the suspension of habeas corpus and limitations on free speech. Both the Union and Confederate governments prioritized national survival over individual rights. This resulted in arrests, censorship, and military trials. The actions taken during this time remains a topic of historical debate regarding their constitutionality and necessity, highlighting the ongoing tension between security and liberty during one of America's greatest crises.